Vision language models are those models which can understand an image and give you the description of that image in detail. Recently, there has been a surge in the VLMs or vision language models. In this video, I am presenting you yet another VLM called as Kumo. Kumo is quite a performant model which works on the principle of mixture of experts. Recent advancements in multimodal large language models have focused primarily on scaling by increasing text image pair data and enhancing LLMs to improve performance on multimodal tasks. But these scaling approaches are computationally expensive and overlook the significance of efficiently improving model capabilities from the vision side. This model has been inspired by the successful application of mixture of expert in LLMs, which improves model scalability during training while keeping inference costs similar to those of smaller models. That is where these researchers have proposed Kumo that incorporates co-upcycled top-k sparsely gated mixture of experts blocks into both the vision encoder and the MLP connector. So it enhances the multimodal LLMs with neglectable additional activated parameters during inference. Kumo first pre-trains the MLP blocks and then initializes each expert in the MOE block from the pre-trained MLP block during the visual instruction tuning stage, with auxiliary losses to ensure a balanced loading of experts. Kumo outperforms state-of-the-art multimodal LLMs across various VQA and visual instruction following benchmarks within each model size group, all while training exclusively on open source datasets. If you look at the architectural diagram of Kumo, it is quite interesting. For instance, this diagram tells you that Kumo incorporates sparse top K MOE blocks into Clip Vision encoder. When we say top K is used to select or recommend the highest rated or most relevant items from the dataset. It filters out irrelevant results. It ranks items based on predicted scores or probabilities and improve model efficiency by reducing computational resources. This is what all it is doing here. So it is blocking into Clip Vision encoder and Vision Language MLP connector, so improving the multimodal LLM capabilities from the vision side. Also, skip connections are omitted here just to make it a bit more simpler. If you look at some of this training sort of data or diagram, then it is telling us that there are few stages. The first stage involves pre-training the MLP for better alignment, and then the pre-fine tuning stage trains all parameters as a warm-up before the next stage. And then the MLP experts within each MOE block are initialized from the weights of the corresponding MLP block, followed by training all parameters in the visual instructions tuning stage. Then here you can see few of the examples and comparison. Let me make it a bit bigger. So for instance, if you look here, let me go at the top. The first one is the Lava, second is Mini Gemini, and then third one is Kumo. So what is happening here is that this image has been given to the model, and then we are giving it a prompt asking it what has happened here. So we are asking it, can you describe what groceries are present in this fridge? And you can see that some of the models like Mini Gemini 34 billion has said apples and oranges falsely, whereas Lava has identified some of the head of lettuce and bunch of green onions and then also strawberries. But we don't have strawberries here. But here, Kumo Mistral 7 billion has identified everything with clarity and with high accuracy. Similarly, you see that in this Lava Mini Gemini Kumo, Kumo's performance is at par with 34 billion models and even higher because it's not making any mistakes in reading and also identifying these images. Similarly, in this third example, you can see it hasn't made any mistake, and Mini Gemini is also trailing behind very closely in this Avenger sort of image. Now, they also have released the code which you can find here on Coma Mistral 7 billion. You would need a good GPU for this because it's a vision language model. But let me show you a demo of it, which is also present on Hugging Face if you don't want to install it locally and if you want to play around with this. So let me select an image, because there is one image I wanted to check with it especially, as it says that it can count the number of people and that sort of stuff. So let me give it bit of a harder image. I'm uploading it. Now what I wanted to do, I wanted to count the number of birds in this image. Let's see if it is able to do that. So these are the example and this is my text. I will say count the number of birds in this image. Let's press enter. It is processing it, and if you go to the top you will see it is currently running on 0 for free at Hugging Face. How good is that? Let's wait for it to come back. The model is saying that there are 15 birds in the flock, but if we go at the top there are 13 birds. Okay, so the record hasn't been broken because no model so far has been able to count the number of birds accurately so far. So the story goes on. Let me see if it can count the number of kangaroos. Count the number of kangaroos in this image. Let's see. This time it has counted it correctly. There are 3 kangaroos in it, which is good. Okay, so now, so this is, I'll show you the image again. This was the image. Let's try out with another image. Let me try to ask if it is able to detect the country of this. So this is a red soil, which is very specific to Australian outback. So let's see if it is able to detect that. Which country is being shown in the image? Let's wait for it. That's good. So it has correctly identified that the image is depicting a scene from Australia, as evidenced by the presence of kangaroos and the distinctive red soil, which is characteristic of the Australian outback. So I'm not sure if there are any kangaroos. I don't see any kangaroos here. Maybe it is just getting that kangaroo bit from the top image. Okay, maybe there is some kangaroo hidden here and model was able to detect it and we are not anywhere. But I think it has answered the correctly, but it has just gone one step above anyway. So that's it, guys. Let me know what do you think about this model. Quite impressive, I should say. For a 7 billion model, the performance is quite good. I will drop the link to it in video's description. Let me know what do you think. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you're already subscribed, then please share it among your network, as it helps a lot. Thanks for watching.